Okay, good morning, students. It's so nice to see you early in the morning, huddled all together. I'm sure it must be very, very cold out there. Okay, thank you so much for taking time off to, like join this session on e-waste and environment awareness program. I must thank Naveed ji for, coordinating for this session with a very very short time, and he managed, and he's doing wonderful work, Sundar, just to keep you posted. We are also doing a couple of other projects out there, where he always there for the sake of children, for the sake of students, there's a lot of things out there. So thank you once again, all of you. Welcome again, and Sundar, you can take this forward now.
Yeah, thank you, Geetanjali ji, and thanks Naveed ji for arranging this meeting in a short period of time.
Yes,
So let me introduce myself. I am Sundar. I am from Chennai, the southern tip of India. So this program is about the environment and e-waste awareness, about all the environmental impact. And I hope English is okay, or मैं बीच बीच में हिंदी में भी बात कर सकता हूँ. So when I start the
yes,
presentation, I'll use both the languages.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable in the English language, but most of the students they can understand in English. But if you go through the Hindi language, that is
Sure,
okay.
sure, 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 sure. My presentation will be in English, and बीच बीच में मैं आप लोगों को हिंदी में भी समझा देता हूँ.
Yes, that will be
And pardon me if there is any mistake in Hindi. My Hindi is not that good.
okay. Okay, sir.
Let me present the presentation. Is my presentation visible?
Yes, yes, it is visible.
Yeah, thank you. So students, this program is organized by TESAM India. So TESAM is a recycler. What they'll do is they'll recycle the e-waste. अभी हम आगे में हम बात कर लेते हैं कि e-waste क्या होता है, and how it is being recycled and all those stuff. So initially, this program is organized by TESAM and supported by various brands. You might have seen these brands: HP, Dell, Panasonic, Sony, IFB, Lexmark, Samsung आपने देखा होगा, LG, Daikin, Lenovo, HMD, etc. So as I said, I am from Chennai. We are a consultant. We are NC, and we are doing various activities in textile sector, as well as in regulatory stuff. We used to help to government as well. सो बच्चों, तो आप लोगों को तो पता ही है कि व्हाट इज एनवायरनमेंट. So I'll start with the basic stuff. Uh, you know very well. I mean, I think the students are from above seventh grade, Naveed ji. I think
They are from the ninth standard.
that's great. And they have any subjects related to environment?
Yes, in most of the subjects they have been going through these terms. Environment is the very common term in right from the third standard. They have
Yeah.
been going through this term environment, and most the focus in EVS and in science is basically on the environment.
Great, great, great. So I'll start, even though you people know about this, since you are in ninth standard, I'll start with basic thing. What
I have
is,
a request, sir, I have a request because this PowerPoint presentation is not very much visible to them because they are going through the cell phone.
Oh, I
So
see. Okay.
you please जो भी इसमें points है आप इनको elaborate कीजिए. अब
Elaborate कर देता
if
हूँ.
possible, if possible for you, you can send this presentation. Then I will share this presentation with all the students after
Sure,
finishing.
sure. Definitely, definitely, I'll do that. So,
Yes, yeah, yeah. And मैं आपको recording भी भेज दूंगी, but let the share screen, I mean screen sharing be on, so that when they go through the recording, they can see this also.
sure, sure, sure.
Yeah.
So I'll start with the basic stuff, bachon. So this you might have easily studied in your fifth class or fourth class, but still, the natural environment, तो हम लोग simply environment बोल देते हैं. So environment comprises of all the things. It is not only what you see, means कि एक पेड़ है या पत्थर है, river है, sky है, तो it is not only related to this. Environment encompasses of all the things. हम भी हैं environment में. We are also living in this earth, and earth is one of the element of the environment. So environment encompasses all the living and non living things. तो इस अर्थ में तो जो भी कुछ है तो उन सभी को ही हम बोलते हैं एनवायरमेंट. एंड एनवायरमेंट encompasses of what are all the elements कि अर्थ जो हम बिलोंग करते हैं. एंड हमारे साथ क्या क्या है जो बेसिक एलिमेंट है. फायर. So that is the basic element in the environment. Space, ऊपर जो sky है, and that is also related to environment. Air जो हम breathe करते हैं, हवा, that is also a component of environment. पानी, वाटर जो हम रेगुलरली यूज करते हैं. सो दीज आर ऑल द बेसिक एलिमेंट ऑफ द एनवायरनमेंट. ये तो हमें पता ही है, ये सारा सब दीज आर ऑल द कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ द एनवायरनमेंट. हम अभी दोबारा से ये हम क्यों बोलते हैं? बिकॉज इस एनवायरनमेंट में जो जो एक्टिविटीज जो हम करते हैं, एंड जो जो एक्टिविटीज दैट makes us to live, makes us to lead our life in a way, like in terms of industry, like in terms of even जो हम बात कर रहे हैं over this phone. So everything is interconnected. So let's see how it is interconnected and how it impacts हमारा डे टू डे एक्टिविटी, एंड हमारा हेल्थ को भी क्या इशू हो रहा है, एंड हाउ इट विल इम्पैक्ट आवर लाइफ एज वेल. जनरली हम लोगों ने इसलिए बोल देते हैं कि नेचर, आई लव नेचर. व्हाट इज मीन बाय नेचर? तो नेचर refers to a geology and wildlife. नेचर में क्या क्या होता है? लाइक एनिमल्स होता है, रॉक्स, forest, beaches. So all these are related to nature. Combinedly, we call it as nature. So अब हम कभी कभी लाइक वाइल्ड लाइफ पार्क चले जाते हैं, और विल गो फॉर बीचेस, और रॉक्स तो हम देख ही लेंगे. बट हाउ दिस इज रिलेटेड टू आवर डे टू डे साइकिल? अगर लेट अस से देयर इज अ वाइल्ड लाइफ फॉरेस्ट, फॉरेस्ट के अंदर देयर विल बी लॉट ऑफ एनिमल्स, बर्ड्स, इन एंड ऑफ मेनी क्रिएचर्स. बट आजकल क्या हो रहा है बच्चों? लाइक द पॉपुलेशन इज गेटिंग इंक्रीज्ड. सो क्या होता है कि वी आर degrading, or we do deforestation, and हम people will occupy those land. तो इससे क्या हो जाता है? लाइक जो वाइल्ड लाइफ का जो होता है फॉरेस्ट, दैट विल बिकम reduced. When the forest land is reduced, what will happen? Animals doesn't have any place to live. So because those land area become reduced, so then where will they go? So now, so it all depends on how human intervention is related with this environment. अच्छा, इसके अलावा क्या हो रहा है? So when we occupied those place, what will we do? First, we will build a home, and then to live a peaceful life, we need some uh, we need to make a city, we need to make an industry, so that we can we can have a regular way of life. तो इससे क्या हो जाता है? When we make an industry, it will it will undergo end of process, there will be an outcome to the industry. Okay, so that outcome to industry, any of the industry, how it is polluting the environment. So everything is interrelated. When we call it as a nature, it has been degraded, or we are doing deforestation in the forest land area. So when the forest land area is undergo deforestation, many of the living things, animals become endangered. हम उसको देख भी नहीं सकते. 50 साल पहले या 60 साल पहले हमने इंडिया इज फेमस फॉर चीटास. नाउ आप लोगों ने न्यूज में देखा होगा, आफ्टर 60 years, ओनली लास्ट मंथ, 45 days बैक, इंडिया में चीटा वी हैड ब्रिंग बैक फ्रॉम वेयर, फ्रॉम अफ्रीका. बिकॉज इंडिया में चीटा है ही नहीं, खत्म ही हो गई. कैसे हो गई खत्म? वी आर occupying all those wild areas. तो इसलिए गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने, सो ये सब क्या है? ये हमारा इट इज आवर ड्यूटी टू प्रोटेक्ट all those creatures, not only human being but also the wildlife, and not only the wildlife, what are all the things related to the wildlife. कि सॉइल को भी हमें ख्याल रखना पड़ेगा, पानी को भी ख्याल रखना पड़ेगा, रिवर्स को भी ख्याल रखना पड़ेगा. रिवर्स में जो जो हम लेट अस से कि रिवर्स के साथ साथ हमारा घर है, कि जो घर से वेस्ट वाटर जो निकल रही है, वो डायरेक्टली क्या होता है कि कुछ लोगों रिवर्स में डायरेक्टली दे विल मेक इट अ वे टू डायरेक्टली एंटर इनटू अ रिवर, विच इज रॉन्ग. क्यों? क्या होता है? तो गलत पानी या वेस्ट वाटर व्हेन इट एंटर टू रिवर, इट विल अफेक्ट द ऑर्गेनिज्म. फिश को अफेक्ट करती है, एन नंबर ऑफ ऑर्गेनिज्म रिवर में भी होती है ना? So it is also like a human being only. It is also a living being. So we should protect them as well. Otherwise, it will become an endangered species. So इसलिए so Indian government ने, हमारा constitution क्या बोलता है? We have specific clauses to protect all those environment creatures as well as the biological rules. So first of all, you should be aware the basic rules that is laid out in our constitution. Article 48A क्या बोलता है? The state shall endeavor to protect and improve the environment and to safeguard the forest and wildlife of the country. What does it mean? The state, we are living in a state which is Jammu and Kashmir. So Jammu and Kashmir में state represents it state, it it doesn't represent not only the government, it represents the people of the state. People mean, who are the people? We are also the people. You are also the people. Students are also people of the state. So it is every citizen's duty to protect and improve the environment. So ये हमारा कर्तव्य है. So we have to protect and improve the environment as far as possible, and to safeguard the forest and wildlife of the country. Acha, you may ask, sir, we are students. How can we protect? How can we do, or how can be part of the environmental movement. So ये simple है बच्चों, like the day to day activities whatever you do. Let us say you have a waste in your hand, be it a pencil waste or a paper waste, whatever it may be, or a plastic waste. You have to do a simple thing. whatever waste आपके हाथ में है वो आप डस्टबिन में डाल दीजिए, ये बहुत है. This is a very good thing. You are doing something to the environment. तो इससे क्या होगा, like जो waste है, if I take a plastic waste and if you are in a river side, आप लोगों के पास कौन से रिवर है, 20 है, आई थिंक इंडस और 20. अगर वो प्लास्टिक वेस्ट क्या हो जाती है, वो रिवर में मिंगल हो जाता है. तो रिवर में मिंगल होके क्या होता है, तो इट विल अफेक्ट द फिश.
Actually, we are living very far from these rivers, but here is a very famous river
हाँ,
near this village, and that river is going through this village. That is called the Bringi.
ब्रिंगी. ओके.
Geetanjali ma'am has, I think, she visited that very river because she has been there last year,
या
and
या
she.
ओके.
Yes, yes, yes. Not last year, yes, this year only, a few months back. Yeah.
ओके. सो व्हाट विल हैपन, जो आपके पास लाइक लेट अस से आपके पास चॉकलेट कवर है. सो आप क्या करते हैं, लाइक वी सिंपली थ्रो इट इन आवर लैंड, है ना, वेस्ट लैंड. तो वो क्या होता है, like during heavy wind or some other human activity, it will went to the river. रिवर के पास वो मिंगल हो जाता है. फिर क्या हो जाती है, सो जो फिश वहां पर है, सो इट विल अट्रैक्ट टू द स्मेल एंड पेपर. इट विल स्टार्टेड ईटिंग बिकॉज फिश डजंट नो इट, इट इज अ प्लास्टिक, है ना. सो इट विल अफेक्ट द एंटायर कम्युनिटी. वो वहां पर फिश जो है, इट विल बिकम अ रेयर ब्रीड देन. सो इट इज आवर ड्यूटी टू प्रोटेक्ट, इवन इन अ सिंपल थिंग्स. हमारा बिहेवियरल चेंज है, सो दैट वी शुड ब्रिंग इट ऑन. What does article, there is one more article, 51 AG. So what does it say? To protect and improve the natural environment, including forest, lake, rivers, and wildlife, to have a compassion for living creatures. So, ये सब उन लोगों को समझ हो रहा है, नवीद जी? Will you be able to see, or should I elaborate it?
Yes, they are listening very keenly, and they are getting you very properly, sir.
Okay, thank you. And you should be aware of certain rules and acts, students. Uh, so there are 12 rules laid out by the Indian government which protect environment in various way. Uh, why I am saying these rules and regulations is, whenever you are going to do your upper study, like after 12th standard, so in college you can take it as one of the main subject, if you are very much interested in environment. There is the first and foremost act is Environmental Protection Act. So this states about how, what are all the rules and responsibilities of various department, various industries, various communities, to help and protect environment. There is an act called, one more, second act is Biological Diversity Act and Biological Diversity Rules. This says about various forest creatures. How can you protect, what are all the different kind of trees, herbal trees, what is your traditional medicine in your community. If you are living in your local community, Kashmir mein jaise, I think kava is most famous tea in Kashmir, है ना. तो जैसे बहुत सारी चीज होती है, मेडिसिन्स होती है वहां पर. So those things are coming under a particular stuff called traditional knowledge. What is mean by traditional knowledge? Only it depends. It belongs to only particular community. जैसे if I come to Kashmir, so Kashmir में particular community में it is those people have the knowledge. So all those needs to be protected. So that is how that is what the Biological Diversity Act and Biological Diversity Rules says. Some other rules are the National Environmental Tribunal Act, National Green Tribunal Act. You might have heard about in news channels like National Green Tribunal, who keenly monitors what are all the those are all protectors of environment. अगर कुछ लोग गलत कर रहे हैं तो नेशनल ट्रिब्यूनल एक्ट के द्वारा दे विल बी पनिश्ड. द नेशनल एनवायरनमेंट अपीलेट अथॉरिटी, बायोमेडिकल वेस्ट, एनवायरमेंटल रूल्स, मुनिसिपल सॉलिड रूल्स. मुनिसिपल सॉलिड रूल्स क्या होता है? इट इज अप्लीकेबल टू ईच एंड एवरी म्युनिसिपल सिटी. सो जो सॉलिड वेस्ट है, like I said, the waste collected from each and every house, or the waste collected from industry, कुछ लोग ऐसे डाल देते हैं वेस्ट को, bare land में डाल देते हैं. So all those waste are being handled by the particular municipal department, and how they have to handle that waste, because those waste might be harmful to human being as well as the other creatures like cow or buffalo, whatever the creature may be. So how those waste needs to be carefully handled, so that is being spelled out in municipal solid waste management. ओशोन डिप्लीटिंग सब्सटेंसेस, आप लोगों ने पढ़ा होगा फिजिक्स या केमिस्ट्री में, लाइक द ओजोन लेयर इज बीइंग अफेक्टेड बाय क्लोराइड, है ना? वेयर द क्लोराइड इज बीइंग मेनली यूज्ड, HFCs, CFCs, hydrochlorofluorocarbon, and chlorofluorocarbon, where it is being heavily used, these are used in industries. हमारा घर पे कहां पर यूज होती है? एनी आंसर? हमारा घर पे
बोलो ना, बोलो कहाँ पे यूज होता है? यस, रेफ्रिजरेटर्स.
वेरी गुड, या वेरी गुड. रेफ्रिजरेटर एंड एयर कंडीशनर्स. इवन इन एयर कंडीशनर्स we use HFCs. So how those impact, so that's why people say that don't open a refrigerator for too long time duration. So what happens is the gas inside the fridge will get leaked. When it mix with environment, it will go to the ozone layer and it will affect the ozone layer. Similarly, the air conditioner, जो refrigerant वहां से leak हो जाती है, it will get mixed with the air and it will go to the ozone layer and it affects the ozone layer. So these are being managed by these rules and acts, ozone depleting substances rules. द बैटरी मैनेजमेंट एंड हैंडलिंग रूल्स. बैटरी तो हमें पता ही है कहाँ कहाँ यूज होती है. आजकल इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल्स भी आने लग गए. सो बैटरीज में डिफरेंट केमिस्ट्री होता है. लिथियम फॉस्फर केमिस्ट्री होता है, निकल मैंगनीज केमिस्ट्री होता है. सो व्हाट विल एक्चुअली हैपन व्हेन यू थ्रो आउट अ बैटरी इन अ bare area? Tomorrow, it will get mixed with that land. It will affect the fertility of that land, है ना? So though we won't be, so the land becomes waste. We will not be able to use it for agriculture, for any other purpose. So everything is being handled by there are certain rules to be followed. To ये किस लिए? To protect the environment. जैसे noise pollution है, we have a rule for noise pollution as well. So when you have a time, आप लोग एक पढ़ लो थोड़ा सा आपको when you go for when you take up your special subject in your college, it will be helpful for you. But the purpose of telling this thing here is each and everything is being managed by rules and act to protect the environment. So it is most important to protect our environment. So why we need to protect an environment? So as I said, like पहले क्या होता था, there will be a huge forest land. But when the population increases, what we do, people have to live, people have to make their own way of lifestyle. है ना? Every people need a home to live, every people need a food to live. So what happened, they slowly deforestation happens. So when deforestation happens, the boundary between the animal and human being are being decreased. What is the boundary? क्योंकि forest is a very large area that is getting decreased, है ना? So what is the impact of that? What happens is, if I take an example, in Tamil Nadu, what happens is the elephants in forest area often comes to the agricultural land, because 50, 60 years back those agricultural lands were forest land that is being occupied. Elephants, और उन लोगों को तो पहले से ही आदत होती है, like it is a forest land. Since it is being made as an agricultural land after deforestation, it doesn't know. So what happened? There is a conflict between elephant and people who are living in that area. Actually, what had happened is we have occupied their land, है ना? So we have to carefully handle. So this is what things are happening. आज, since you are a student, yeah, आपको this will be a new thing to you. But when you go and study IAS, you people might have a good ambition. आप लोगों को, you might have been become a scientist or IAS. At that condition, these things will help you. कि how can you manage the conflict between a human and the animal. So ultimately, who are the sufferers? Both human and animal are the sufferer. The environmental quality degrades. There is a increase in temperature. Methane gas, like ozone depletion जो हमने देखा है कि all those GHG gases जो हम यूज कर रहे हैं, उसकी बजाय what impact we it is doing, it is increasing the temperature. people की वर्ल्ड का, ग्लोबल का टेम्परेचर हर साल ऑन एन एवरेज कितना इंक्रीज हो रहा है? एनी आइडिया?
No, sir. No, sir.
On an average, global temperature is increasing at the rate of 1.5 degrees Celsius. तो 1.5 डिग्री सेल्सियस, ये थोड़ा सा डिटेली में बाद में बताता हूँ. जम्मू एंड कश्मीर का भी मैंने एक केस लिया है. आई विल टेल यू. सो व्हाई ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर हैपनिंग? बिकॉज ऑफ we fail to protect the environment, we fail to protect the natural species, we fail to protect the land, we fail to protect water, है ना? So the end, now what happens, the environment becomes unfavorable for survival of species due to increased pressure of predation. This situation becomes unfavorable to quality of life of species due to rise in number of individual. All things is affecting the environment. Overpopulation, conflict between man and animal, the chemicals which we are using, the behavior which we are doing with the environment, all these things are affecting the environment. So as a impact of this, what are we getting it back? Climate change. You might have heard in news, or even you might have studied in your science about the global warming, sea level rise, acidification, greenhouse gas emission, है ना? Yeah. So why all these things are happening? Because we fail to protect our environment. कंजर्वेशन ऑफ स्पीसीज, जैसे एयर क्वालिटी आजकल डिग्रेड हो रहा है, आपने दिल्ली में देखा होगा कि कैसे एयर क्वालिटी डिग्रेड हो रहा है। इंडोर एयर क्वालिटी जो है वो भी डिग्रेड हो रहा है आजकल। लैंड डिग्रेडेशन, पोल्यूशन हो रहा है लैंड में। पता है आजकल क्या हो रहा है? लाइक सर्टेन लैंड और सर्टेन एरिया, इट इज बिकमिंग डेजर्ट्स। Why? Because we failed to protect the soil. It lost its fertility. When the soil lost its fertility, it will fail to give you any food items. We will not be able to do agriculture. If we fail to do agriculture, then people will not get food. If people will not get food, people will migrate to city where they'll get a good food, where they'll get a good water. Then what will happen to this current land where they have lived? It will become a desert, है ना?
Yes, sir.
So all these things happen when we fail to protect the environment. And आजकल there is a big thing called electrical and electronic waste, जो हम बहुत यूज कर रहे हैं। फोन्स यूज कर रहे हैं, लैपटॉप्स यूज कर रहे हैं, फ्रिज, वॉशिंग मशीन, टेलीविजन। सो हम हमेशा के लिए तो यूज नहीं करते हैं, राइट? इट ऑल दीज प्रोडक्ट्स हैव एंड ऑफ लाइफ। अ फोन हैज अ लाइफ फॉर 2 years, अ टेलीविजन हैव अ लाइफ ऑफ 3 years। हम हर साल चेंज करते हैं या हर 3 साल के बाद चेंज करते हैं। इफ वी टेक वॉशिंग मशीन, हम हर 5 साल या 7 साल के बाद चेंज कर देते हैं। बट वो चेंज करने के बाद वो कहाँ जा रहा है? वो सब हम तो लाइक कबाड़ियों को दे देते हैं, करेक्ट? वो कबाड़ियों को देकर क्या हो रहा है हमें पता नहीं। तो हाउ इट इम्पैक्ट आवर लैंड, हाउ इट इम्पैक्ट आवर वाटर, वी डोंट नो। लेट्स सी हाउ इट इम्पैक्ट आवर लैंड एंड वाटर, है ना? सो आप लोगों को पता है लाइक जम्मू एंड कश्मीर का टेम्परेचर क्या होता है बच्चों? एवरेज टेम्परेचर maybe 20 degrees Celsius, or even lesser, 15 degrees Celsius, right? 20 to 15 degrees Celsius on an average. But Jammu and Kashmir ka this data is 1 year purana data. I think not 1 year. This data is of October 21. This is the source of this data is from NDTV. So Jammu and Kashmir suffering climate change. Official sites alarming data. आप लोगों को पता है कि even in Jammu and Kashmir, due to this impact of climate change, temperature is rising slowly, slowly, slowly increasing. So it says Jammu and Kashmir is also witnessing the burnt of climate change, and average mean temperature in last 28 years have climbed up by 2.32 degrees Celsius and 1.45 degrees Celsius in Jammu and Kashmir region. मतलब जम्मू में 2.32 डिग्री सेल्सियस लास्ट 28 ईयर्स में इंक्रीज हुआ है, एंड कश्मीर में 1.45 डिग्री सेल्सियस इंक्रीज हुआ है। दिस इज रिपोर्टेड बाय एडिशनल चीफ सेक्रेटरी इन एन इंटरनेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस। तो ये सब क्यों हो रहा है बच्चों? तो इट इज अफेक्टिंग ईच एंड एवरी सिटी ऑफ इन इंडिया। So all this happening due to this climate change. And why this climate change is happening? Because of lot of human intervention, and we are not following eco-friendly life. So that is the reason behind all this climate change or the environmental impact. So let us see one of the impact that is e-waste. बच्चों आप लोगों को पता है what is mean by electrical and electronic waste? Any idea?
E-waste को पता क्या वो? इसमें ऐसा चीज मोबाइल में वेस्ट इसको वेस्ट ई-वेस्ट किसको बोलते हैं? मींस इलेक्ट्रॉनिक गैजेट्स यूज करें टाइप्स ऑफ वेस्ट के बीच में किसको ई-वेस्ट बोलते हैं?
नवीद जी जैसे सही बोला, जैसे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक और इलेक्ट्रिकल इक्विपमेंट आप लोग यूज करते हैं ना, फोन्स हो गया, वॉशिंग मशीन हो गया, रेफ्रिजरेटर हो गया, घर पे वैक्यूम क्लीनर होगा, लैपटॉप्स होगा. सो ऑल दीज आइटम्स हैव अ लाइफ. So when it is not in a usable condition, it will become a waste. Correct? So that
Yes, sir.
yeah, so that we call it as electrical or electronic waste. As per definition, e-waste means electrical or electronic equipment, including solar भी उसमें included है. Solar PV modules, panels, cells, in any manner, whether it is been whole or part, discarded as a waste, as well as reject from manufacturing, refurbishment, and repair process. Whatever item that is being unused or non-functional, or it had become end of life, which cannot be repaired further and not intended to use, can be categorized under e-waste. कि अगर हम कोई भी इन सामानों को, like if we were not able to use it, then वो हम ई वेस्ट कैटेगरी के अंडर हम कैटेगराइज कर सकते हैं. अगर यूज ही नहीं होती है तो इट इज अ वेस्ट, है ना. तो व्हाट वी डू विद दिस ई वेस्ट, जनरली क्या करते हैं हम? कबाड़ियों को दे देते हैं. करेक्ट?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, कबाड़ियों को दे देते हैं. तो कबाड़ियों क्या करते हैं? Like they doesn't know how to dismantle it first. तो उसमें क्या हो जाती है? एक्सीडेंट भी हो जाता है. So first let us understand what are all the e-waste defined by our Central Pollution Control Board, and what is the life of the product, and how can we do a proper recycling of this e-waste. मैं मोटा मोटा बताता हूँ. जैसे हमारा लैपटॉप होता है, उसका लाइफ होती है 5 years. हमारा टैबलेट होता है, टैबलेट और नोटबुक, उसका भी लाइफ है 5 years. लेकिन
Yes.
जो पुराने जमाने में जो वो मॉनिटर के साथ, सीपीयू के साथ कंप्यूटर्स होते हैं, है ना, उसका लाइफ है 6 years, 6 साल. जो हमारा घर पे टीवी यूज करते हैं, एलईडी, एलसीडी, उसका लाइफ है 9 years. रेफ्रिजरेटर का लाइफ है 10 साल. वॉशिंग मशीन का लाइफ है 9 years. एयर कंडीशनर का लाइफ है लगभग 10 साल. अगर आपके घर पे प्रिंटर्स हैं, कार्ट्रिजेस हैं, उसका लाइफ है 10 साल. टेलीफोन है, जो हम सेलुलर फोन यूज करते हैं, उसका भी लाइफ है 10 साल. लेकिन हम आजकल 10 साल तक तो हम वेट नहीं करते हैं, है ना. हर साल हम चेंज कर देते हैं. दिस इज द रियल लाइफ थिंग कि टीवी कुछ नया आ गया, चेंज कर देते हैं, बदल देते हैं उसको, क्योंकि टेक्नोलॉजी भी इम्पैक्ट करता है उसमें. नया टेक्नोलॉजी आ जाता है तो हम चेंज कर देते हैं. बट अगर जो पुराना इक्विपमेंट है, देन दैट विल बिकम अ वेस्ट. करेक्ट? सो अगर if you give it to a normal kabadi who doesn't know how to dismantle it off, तो वो उन लोगों को क्या है, उसमें से तार निकाल देते हैं. if you give a washing machine or if you give a air conditioner में क्या होता है कि ओजोन डिप्लीटिंग सब्सटेंस है ना. R32 है, रेफ्रिजरेंट 32 बोलते हैं उसको. Those are all ozone depleting substances. What they will do, they'll just take the air conditioner and they'll dismantle it. They doesn't know how to dismantle it, but still they'll dismantle it. क्या होता है उसमें से गैस लीक हो जाता है. करेक्ट. अगर गैस लीक होती है, वो क्या करते हैं अल्टीमेटली, इट विल इम्पैक्ट द एनवायरमेंटल, इट मिक्स विद द एयर. अगर वो ज्यादा मिक्स हो गया, वो इंसान को ही हेल्थ इम्पैक्ट कर देती है वो. और ऊपर जा जाकर ओजोन लेयर में इट विल गेट सस्पेंडेड. अगर ओजोन लेयर में सस्पेंड हो गया, धीरे 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 अक्यूमुलेट होकर ओजोन में इम्पैक्ट करता है वो. Or otherwise, let us say if you give mobile phone or if you give a color television to a normal kabadi, what he will do, he will dismantle it. उसमें से जो copper है, aluminium है, iron है, वो he will try to remove it because those are all metals from which they can earn some money. But पता है कि उसमें से क्या होता है, he breathe. जो आसपास में बच्चों होंगे उनकी आसपास में, while he is dismantling all those substances, it will affect the children brain, it will impact the child.
Yes, sir.
Even आसपास में प्रेग्नेंट women हैं, तो क्या होता है कि if she breathe those harmful air, it will affect the child which is in their fetus. दिस इज हाउ आजकल बहुत हेल्थ इश्यूज हो रहा है चाइल्ड में, न्यूबॉर्न चाइल्ड में. दिस इज वन ऑफ द रीजन. सो दिस इज व्हाई. और अदर रीजंस क्या होता है, लाइक if he tried to dismantle it in an improper way, the harmful gas enter in that particular area that may affect his lung, or it will create a respiratory problem. Many other diseases, chronic diseases होगा, cancer होगा. So it is why uh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it is why we need to dismantle it in a proper way. ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
So जो वेस्ट हैं प्लास्टिक या जो डंप्स है, सो इट शुड नॉट बी बर्न्ड इन अ लैंडफिल. वो भी क्या होता है, इट विल आल्सो इम्पैक्ट द फूड चेन. वो सॉइल को इम्पैक्ट करता है, और द स्मोक फ्रॉम दैट बर्निंग दैट वेस्ट, इट विल कॉज अ रेस्पिरेटरी इशू in to those people in those area. Or what will happen, it will affect the groundwater. So it is why wherever you see the landfill, or the I mean the waste are being burnt in those landfill, you can always contact your pollution control board. You can report them. बी ए ब्रेव चाइल्ड. आप लोगों को मैं दिखा देता हूँ कि एक 8 साल को बच्चों ने इंडिया से, शी इज गिविंग अ लेक्चर इन यूएन अगेंस्ट एनवायरमेंटल इम्पैक्ट. आई विल शो यू द वीडियो. सो यू कैन ऑलवेज रिपोर्ट सच इरेगुलरिटीज टू योर सेंट्रल पोल्यूशन कंट्रोल बोर्ड. अभी हम देखते हैं कि ई वेस्ट को हम हाउ वी डिस्पोज इट ऑफ फ्रॉम योर हाउस. If you see this presentation, I have given a toll free number. अगर उस नंबर को आप कॉल करेंगे, they'll come and pick up those e-waste. जो TASAM है, TASAM have pan India collection centers. They collect this e-waste and they'll dispose it off in safe and sound manner. कि e-waste में कैसे collect करते हैं, they'll collect, they'll sort, they'll clean, फिर सेग्रीगेट करते हैं कि हार्मफुल हजार्डस सब्सटेंस क्या है, नॉन हजार्डस सब्सटेंस क्या है। उसके बाद बड़े बड़े मशीन होगा, लाइक फ्रिज और रेफ्रिजरेटर में, दे विल यूज टू क्रश इट in a safe and sound manner, and after crushing it they'll segregate the metal. आप लोगों ने पढ़ा होगा फेरस मेटल, नॉन फेरस मेटल, राइट? फेरस मेटल अलग कर देते हैं, नॉन फेरस मेटल अलग कर देते हैं, प्लास्टिक बॉडीज अलग कर देते हैं. So they'll easily segregate it. They have a machines to do that. Let's see how this TSAM is segregating. Some ad is going on, just a minute. नवीद जी, आपको ये दिखाई दे रहा है?
Yes, sir.
या, ओके.
Thank you, Naveed. Sir, you can share this video later on and they can see it on their cell phones because presently
okay.
they are getting the proper view of this video,
I see.
and moreover they are having a class after this class and the teacher is waiting, so you can sum up.
I see. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir. But you
Yeah.
make it sure to share this video because I find it very much interesting video, but it was not with
Sure, sure,
sound.
sure.
I wish them that they could see it on their cell phones and they could observe the things that you have shown in this video.
Sure. One last.
नवीन जी, वन नवीन जी एक रिक्वेस्ट है सुंदर से कि डू यू हैव अ कैमरा विद जीपीएस?
नो नवीद जी, आप एक्चुअली आपके पास एंड्रॉइड फोन है ना?
Yes.
उसमें जीपीएस कैमरा ऐप है, मैप ऐप है, जीपीएस मैप कैमरा.
Mm-hmm.
You can please download that, and through that just click 3 to 4 photos of the students, and maybe you can share it with Geetanjali ji. So I'll take it from her.
Yes, I will. I will do that. Are you? Do we have to click those photos during the session or after, just after completing the session?
It would be great with session, during the session.
You just go on and I will take from the another phone and I will share those pics with location with Gitanjali ma'am.
Sure, 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 sure.
Okay, you just culminate it and I will try to do that.
Sure, 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 sure. Thank you. So students, how can we change ourselves, and we can spread this change to to safeguard the environment. I'm going to share three basic things where you can help protecting the environment. First thing is, whenever you are purchasing a new appliance in your home, आप मतलब टीवी लेते हो या फ्रिज लेते हो, whenever you are doing a new purchase, ensure that you are buying a 5-star rated appliance. So what will happen is, it is these star rated appliances are defined by our Ministry of Power, which consume lesser energy. It doesn't consume more energy, it consumes lesser energy. More the star, more the savings. It not only lead to a cost saving, but it will lead to environment as well. If the consumption is lesser, it will take a minimum electricity to generate the whole electricity in India. Most of our electricity in India are thermal based, so we can avoid certain amount of coal, CO2 emission to the environment. So that is number one. Number two, whenever you are purchasing any items, do see that the plastic or the first of all, I would suggest take your own carry bag. Don't buy items in any of the plastic bag. Avoid plastic bag. If at all, if you don't have any plastic bag, ensure that the shop owner have biodegradable bags. If he doesn't have any biodegradable bag, you be a change, tell them, because he might not be aware about these biodegradable bag. Tell him that there is a biodegradable bag which he can use, and which will also save the environment. And whenever you are bringing water bottles to from home to your school, try to use वुडन वाटर बॉटल्स. आजकल बहुत मिलता है, बैम्बू और स्टील वाटर बॉटल्स. ट्राई टू यूज दैट to avoid any plastic water bottles. Last, try to in your school, if you are a school people leader, try to adopt an environmental waste management system. Very simple. You can have a two dustbin. One is for plastic waste and another one is for degradable waste. You can easily identify the plastic waste. The degradable waste, or paper waste or food items, so those are easily degradable. The non-plastic waste, metal items, that you can segregate it separately. I have shared you a video link of Lisipriya. I don't know whether you have heard about this name, Lisipriya. She's a 8-year-old, 8 or 10-year-old child who is doing, who is creating environmental awareness, not only in India but to the world. Now she is traveling all over the world to create environmental awareness. It will be an inspiring video. So try to watch it. Be the change, spread the change. Thank you. That's it, Naveed ji.
Yes, I am taking photographs. You can continue for a couple of minutes.
Sure. Lisipriya का जानते हो बच्चों? Have you heard this name? Lisipriya?
No, sir. No, sir.
Lisipriya is a 11-year-old child. She is from, if I'm not wrong, she is from Manipur, the northeastern part of India. She is a 11-year-old child who is inspired by tree plantation, environmental awareness. Uh, she is giving, voices against any mishappening in the environment. So I have shared the link, but meanwhile, now you understood the what is mean by e-waste.
Yes, sir.
तो अगर आप आपके घर पे ई वेस्ट हैं, यू कैन इजिली आइडेंटिफाई जो अनयूज्ड आइटम है, चार्जर है, सेल फोन चार्जर और पुराना ट्रांसिस्टर है ना, यू कैन इजिली आइडेंटिफाई द ई वेस्ट एंड
Yes.
आप टोल फ्री नंबर नोट कर सकते हैं। आप नोट कर लीजिए टोल फ्री नंबर 1800
1800. Yes, 180
120
120
8875.
8875.
This is the toll free number of TESAM. So if you have any e-waste in your home, you can call this toll free number, and they'll you can tell what type of e-waste it is. They'll simply collect, and they'll do a safe disposal of this e-waste.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you,
Thank
Naveed
you.
ji.
Thank you, Naveed. Thank you, students. It was a very enlightening session. Sundar, we are really thankful, and it's very happy for Rotary Connect to partner with you in organizing this event. Because for us at Rotary Connect, environment is a very focused, like area of our service, and yeah, I hope children, you have more knowledge about e-waste and environment awareness, and I hope you will inculcate all these good practices in your day-to-day life, and also create awareness amongst your people around there. Yeah. So Naviti, you want to say a few words?
Yes, on behalf of all the students and on behalf of this institution, I would like to thank you, ma'am, and I would like to thank Sundarji for this marvelous presentation. It was really, as per the present scenario, it is very much important that our students should be aware about these things. And I hope that in future you will manage such sessions. And this time we were facing few issues related to the electricity, and it is the first time that our solar has shown some technical error here. Otherwise, it
Oh,
would be a very good session, and we hope that in future you will manage such sessions. And we again thank you all for this very wonderful session. Thank you,
thank
Sundarji.
you.
Thank you,
Thank
Thank
Gitanjali.
you.
thank
Thank
you,
you. Bye
Naveed ji.
bye,
Thank you,
students.
Gitanjali.
Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you. Bye bye.
Naviji. Bye bye.
Bye bye bye.